In this video, we're going to review how to create a proposed profile. Right now, we have the alignment that looks like this. It's got a PI point, and it has a radius of 150, and a PI2 has a radius of 150 also. Now, what we've got is our existing ground. I'm going to create a proposed grade off of here. So I'm going to come up here to Profile, Create Profile Creation Tools, pick that, and then it asks at the bottom, select Profile View to create the profile in. Select the grid area, the blue line. That should pop up and you'll be able to create a name. We're going to call this Proposed Road. Okay, we're going to leave everything else as default. You could have changed the layer profile style, but we're going to use design profile style. I'm going to click OK, and you'll get the tool palette or toolbar that looks like this. You're going to select the first pull down menu and you're going to draw with tangents with curves. Now what you're going to do is you're actually going to select points. I'm visually going to pick random points of a profile that I wanted to generate. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to use my OSnap shift right click end point, and I'm picking this point, and I'm going to go up to about 1300 and an elevation about 123, let's say. So about there. And then I'm going to come down and I'm going to go to a station approximately 1700 and an elevation of about 114. So about here. I'm going to come back up. What I'm trying to create is a profile that has a balanced cut fill. So I'm going to come up to station about 2200, let's say, and I'm going to pick about 128. So just a little lower here, and then an end point profile at the end of the existing ground. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enter, and I'm going to get my proposed grade. Now, I want to modify this because it doesn't have the length of curve that I want, the curve length in it. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull these down. Now, to modify this data, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to select the third button to the right, which is a profile grid view. Select that, and what it comes up, let me modify this. It allows me to modify the profile. So, starting with station 10+00, you can change the curves that are coming in and out. I'm going to change it to, we'll say 300, 200, and I'll change that to 250, and 300. Now, we talked about vertical curves in class. If you look at the green book, the FDOT green book, what it talks about is you have to have a certain, when you have a percent grade in and then a percent grade out. Notice the grade change. It's 3.1, 5.7, and 2.9. That automatically tells us that we have to have a vertical curve. Now, the vertical curve is based on a K value and the profile length. The K value is selected by FDOT for the smoothness of ride, and so your car doesn't lift up off the ground. The K values in the FDOT book correlate between the curve length of the road and the grade change in the road. The grade change is the 0.66% minus a minus 2.44. So that gives us the 3.11. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and use these as our proposed ground. Okay? Now, when we do that, we have the blue line is our proposed ground. What we have in our profile in this band down here is the data of the existing ground and the proposed grade. Notice the proposed grade has 3 points to it, or 3 decimal places. Right click on the grid and edit view properties. By doing that, you're going to click on the bands. Now, I want to update the second profile. You're going to click on that and you're going to pull down proposed road profile. Apply and OK. Now what that does is it automatically changes these grades down here. So whatever this elevation is, it reads. So at 1400, the existing ground is 110 110.66, and then the proposed grade is 123.31. Now, when you're creating these, you have the beginning of the vertical curve, and then you have the end of the vertical curve. You also have the high point and the station. Notice that the station high point is not the same as the PVI station, and the PVI elevation is not the same as the high point elevation. The PVI is right here, whereas the vertical curve's height is going to be over here, okay? And notice the same as the low. And the reason this is we've got different changes in elevations coming in to going out, or percent grades coming in and going out. All right? Well, that's the end of this video. The next video, I'll explain how to create an assembly, a roadway profile. Okay?